But I have the other ones available in there.
Wait.
But
What? So, Luke, what are you drinking today?
Coca-Cola.
Morning on the way to the gym and set my ukulele on top of the car and then drove off down the road.
Going to be the bow after that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Hojo! I learned my lesson from last night. What a welcome, thank you. I drink the most fruity drink imaginable.
It's laundry day.
it's laundry day.
So you always wear hats with laundry day?
I'm going to do you a favor, James. Magic say, later.
So how did you two meet?
Well, there's these places in San Francisco. I think they're called bathhouses.
It's like one of those things where everyone wants to focus on like the big events that happen, but day to day, what we're doing is we're on like one of our draw streams, smoking weed, making comics. It's chill. It's so much fun, and like
Yes. Oh, man, I'm not a YouTuber. I do this because I want to sell comic books. Yes! Yes, guys! It is Sunday! This means another episode of A Drink with a Brink, where I talk with other indie creators about their hopes and their dreams and their lives, but also their books and their campaigns. Because frankly, I'm kind of bored with mainstream, and indie is where the passion is, guys. All right. I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend, a nice Sunday. My weekend has been relaxed. I've been doing a little bit of writing, a little bit of sketching, and there's always like promotion to do. There's always things to do for the web store. I still can't like ship packages to the United States because of stupid things. But I got a notification from the postal service in the Netherlands that they are updating something and we'll get more information next week. So things are in motion. I'm expecting that we can continue to ship things off because this is something that affects a lot of countries. So it needs to be dealt with, it needs to be handled, right? Okay, guys, as usual, we are broadcasting through the madness, so multiple platforms. So I'm getting like comments from all directions. So if you have comments or feedback or whatever, or for the guest of today, just drop it in the chat and we will bring it up and talk about it and discuss it. And the cool thing about this show is that I get to talk to so many awesome people, So also today, a returning guest. So Vaughn is waiting in the back room right now. But first, let's say hi to the chat, guys. Let's say hi because with us today is Crenshaw. Crenshaw, welcome. Crenshaw. Hey, Dave, Vaughn, and chat pals. Nice to see you, Crenshaw. Then we have the madness of Pops himself. Welcome, Pops. Let me see. We have the link for today back at Phenomenova. It's pinned in the chat, guys. It's also below if you already want to check it out. Welcome, Matthew Creek. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Nice to see you. And Mike. Nice to see you, Mike. Mike says, JM Comics is where the passion is. And you, Dave, embody that passion in each of your awesome creations. Cheers. Good, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mike. You're too kind, sir. Thank you. And Grey Wolf is also in the chat with us today. Welcome, Grey Wolf. Guys, send out this link. Let's bring on some more people. So So we have more eyes on this wonderful campaign. I think most of you know this creator, know this book, right? He's like everywhere. He's like everywhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. You know. But today he's here. So I think the last time that I talked to him was for Phenomenova book 2. I think so. So let's bring him on. It's time for the guest, guys. It's time to bring on Vaughn. So let me set everything up. Let me see. Yes. Oh, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have a very warm welcome for the guest of the hour, Mr. Vaughn Coleman.
How's it going?
There he is. There he is. That's like a superhero, like Coleman.
Mm-hmm. A little bit, I suppose.
Yeah. Coleman. It's Coleman. Welcome, Vaughn.
Thank you. It's good to be here. Can you also can you actually pin my FundMyComic link instead? Just because that one isn't fun. Oh, I don't really care. You guys can back wherever.
I can't pin 2 of them, but if you prefer this one, that's fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
All
just
right.
because I know you have a book on there. I think that one might be. Though I truly don't care, but I just figured. You know what? It's nice just to have the green bar done. Like I remember when I put it on Indiegogo last time for issue 2, I was like, I don't really care if it does whatever. But then it was my OCD, just the fact that I was like, I don't care. I'd promote an Indiegogo link, and then people would back on FundMyComic, and I go, okay, I guess they've spoken. But I don't know, just the aesthetics of the undone. But again, you guys back wherever you want. There is an extra cover on the Kickstarter, but
Wait,
so
I put it in the chat, guys. It's also in the description, by the way. But I will pin it on my own channel, the JMO Comics channel. I can't pin it everywhere because we are.
That's fine. I don't care.
Streaming
have it wherever.
Wait, let me pin this.
Sorry, I should have asked beforehand. It's my bad.
Replace pinned message. There we go. There we go. It's now pinned on the JMO Comics channel. Right.
Thank you. Sorry about that. I apologize.
No worries, man. No worries. You did great on Kickstarter.
Yeah, I did. That was really fun. It was a bit of a, like all campaigns, it's a roller coaster. Because you guys just see the wins I post, but you don't see the days where I'm like, why is no one backing? What is going on? Why is someone pulling pledges? Because that's the thing about Kickstarter is people, because it doesn't charge right away. People are very flaky. They'll be like, here it actually. Oh wait. And the worst part is when they do it like it was specifically when it was 11K for some reason. That number specifically, I was back over 11K like 3 or 4 times. I'm like, oh my God, just am I over it or not? And then I'd celebrate. And then right after I post a celebration post, I'm like, do I have to take it down? What's going on here?
Yeah, it's I know. This is the thing with Kickstarter. Yeah. Don't cheer too early, you know? Just be stoic, keep calm, stay
Never
calm.
let them see you sweat. Only
until the very last minute, the very last second even.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people will pull up at the very end, you know. Last week. There are those slumps in campaigns, but you gotta keep pushing because there's so many people that are like, fine. And then that's another thing. I'm trying to run shorter campaigns. I got another one coming up right after this, so I'm already in motion on the next thing.
For a new book or for the same book?
Well, I am doing Phenomenova 4, but a short story collection. I just posted part 3 of a short story I'm doing for free online.
Cool.
And just posted that this morning because I was supposed to post it last night in character because my character was like, I'm setting this up at midnight, and then I fell asleep. So I just was like, all right, I'm posting it this morning. So you can read that, and if you like that, Allie, who's your editor, is also editing my short stories. That book is called Reapers in Pursuit. I'm sorry if I didn't give that to you beforehand, but that is going to be on Indiegogo because Kickstarter doesn't let you have multiple things if you're not doing that, but fine.
Right.
So I'm always working on new things.
Let me see. Pop says he pinned it on the Madness 2. Thank you, Pops. Grey
Thank
Wolf
you.
says he backed it several weeks ago. First two were awesome.
Thank you. I think this one's by far the best. Maybe I'm biased because the book is called Phenomenova, and part of why I'm pushing so hard and trying to get it so fast is how frustrating it is, Dave, because you have Perfect 10. Perfect 10 is in Perfect 10 every time. To have Phenomenova, and they go, well, what's the book? It's the name of the team, but there's only one guy on the cover. I'm like, no, the team hasn't showed up yet. So I'm like, all right, finally, Phenomenova is in Phenomenova.
Well, I was confused too with issue 1.
Everyone was.
Like, this guy's called Phenomenova, right?
And then you read the book and he's Galvanite, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
And the word Phenomenova is not, so that's why first page of issue 2, I'm like, even if they are not in the issue, I'm like, let me just tell you what Phenomenova is. So that way, all right, we're okay. You got it. It's the team. Okay. Now we introduce you a member of the team. They're coming. And then by the end of issue 2, everyone's like, all right, I want issue 3. And you see them on the cover.
So what's your initial plan? I think I remember you telling that. Was that your original concept was that each book would focus on a different member?
No. So the first one focus on the same character as he's built. So he fails to strike out on his own. In the end, we're given the hint that he's going to be trained to be part of a team. That team is not named. In hindsight, maybe I should have named the team at the end of the. You could be part of a team, Phenomenova. Like I should have just done that, but whatever. And then issue 2, we see him begin his training.
For the second printing, you can change a little.
Well, I'm past my. I'm might have to go to a third by the end of the year, if depending on how well I do at cons.
Really, you're already in your second run or your second printing?
Yeah, although with the variant covers, because there's variant covers are always I print a limited amount. Those are first and only printing. So technically, I have some of my first print run with variants.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, so issue 2 has his training. Like he's being trained by one of the heroes, and he meets one of the members of the team, but she's functioning primarily as a detective. We see her absorb his memories, kind of as a recap of issue 1 for those that haven't read. And then we go back to his training, and we see him kind of do that on his own. Now, issue 3, we kind of were, okay, that guy I got you to care about for the last 2 issues, he's on the bench this time. He's in it a little bit, but we're going to follow Estrella as she goes to the reactor that he failed at and fill in some gaps. In issue 2, we kind of learned some of what he did in issue 1 had some consequences. Now he really has to atone. And Estrella now, she is deaf and blind. She's the one, in the background, but she can absorb memories. She has psychometry. And so that's how she kind of sees and hears, is through absorbing the memories of the world around her in real time. Yeah. And so she is basically at this reactor, and she's absorbing memories, combining them with Miles's memories, combining with her own experiences as part of the team, and figuring out what happened. Why did the villains get in? How did they get in? What were they trying to steal? Who were they? And then reanalyzing her team's failures. And it's kind of like jumping around in time and putting it together in the form of a crime scene while introducing a bunch of new characters. So to me, this is some of my favorite writing because it was some of my most creative. Instead of it's jumping around, but I wanted it to read seamlessly. And everyone who reads it says it's easy to follow, which is good.
That's good. So you have like test readers or?
Oh yeah, I have an editor who
sure.
who gave me some brutal feedback this issue. I revised issue 4, and he was like, yeah, this is too slow. And I'm looking at it, I go, this is too slow. Let me fix it. And then he goes, here's some things. And I go, you know what? No, take that segment out. We're doing a new thing. So right after the stream, I'm going to go back to revising issue 4. But I've written first 8. And so I feel I'm getting better with every issue and every rewrite. And there were multiple.
You've written the first 8 books now. The first 8 issues.
Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. I wrote them before I launched issue 1. And then, you know what happened, Dave, is I go back, and after I'm basically getting issue 1 ready for the printer, and I'm revising issue 2 and 3, I'm like, oh, these were all good. And I'm like, oh my God. And I start looking at it. But it made me a better writer because now I'm getting better at snapping to the point, especially with each issue. None of the issues are as big as issue 1. And so it makes me have to get to the point faster. And that actually makes me a much better writer, I feel.
Sure. Yeah. Mike says, don't forget the stream's ticker, Dave. Thank you, Mike. I saw your comment, and I put it up. So thank you so much. And Grey Wolf says, he says to Matthew, I'm thinking I backed it on FundMyComic, but I don't remember.
I could check for you if you want.
Well, you backed. That's the most important thing. So thank you.
Yeah, as long as you back. Yeah, look, like I said, it makes no difference to me. Back what makes you happy.
Matthew asks, can I promote my mailing list? I'm not sure in which stream you are, but you have my permission. So yeah, go ahead. Everson.
I'm sorry.
Matthew. So Everson Lirio, Everson Lirio is working with me now on Safeguard issue 1, guys. He's inking over Alan Goldman's pencils, which is absolutely crazy. It's like a monster job, It's really like challenging to be a inker, especially over work like Alan's.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Goldman is very particular about the inks also. So welcome Everson. Raul and T Drawings, welcome. He says, I want to do a pinup drawing for the book.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Here's the thing you could do. I have a Phenomenova fan art contest. You have less than a month to submit. You have until October 3rd. Winning piece gets featured in the book. Now, I know in issue 2, we actually featured 3 pieces. We're probably not, there's a chance we might feature 3 or 2, but probably just 1. It all depends on a number of factors, but we will absolutely be doing at least 1 feature. Now, Brett Barkley, who did the trading card we have in the background, won issues 1 and 2 for that fan art contest. If you think you have what it takes to beat him, I say go for it, and your stuff will be featured in the book, and you'll get a free comp copy of the main cover. So definitely, if you want to do a pinup, enter the fan art contest. I always keep an eye on it. And even if people don't win, I'm always eyeing new talent. So, but let's see if you could dethrone the reigning champion. I encourage it. Just whatever you do, post hashtag Phenomenova fan art. If you go and look at any of my campaigns, it gives you all of the rules you need, and you'll be able to pull from it.
That is cool. So can they draw whatever character they want?
Yeah. Anything, as long as it's featured in the first 3 issues of the book. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Awesome, man. Awesome.
And if you have any questions, I'll have people sometimes go, hey, this guy looks cool. How do his powers work? And I'll respond with that. I like helping people out.
Yeah. And if you have questions here right now, just put it in the chat, guys, because Mr. Coleman's right here. So Matthew said, he put up his link to a free preview of his upcoming supernatural mystery. All right, go check that out, people. Everson says, I really like Phenomenova's art. It's excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, who's your artist?
Philip Cruz is the name of my artist.
Mm-hmm. Promotion is kind of what we try to do, says Pops. Thank you, sir. He says you can catch the replay of this show on the Madness Entertainment Roku channel. Thank you. All right. So Vaughn, are you always in promotion mode?
I wish
because
I wasn't.
You've we're now 15 minutes in, right? And you've promoted more than most people in first half hour.
I don't know, so I apologize if that was a lot.
No, that's not a problem. But
I often try. You know what it is? I wake up and I try to get it out of my system,
right?
So I can do others, because I know while I'm doing those other things, okay, it's working for me. And then here's the thing: that doesn't always work. And you know what happens? I end up having to. So I often that's one of my secrets, Dave. First thing I do, wake up, I start getting my stuff out there. And I'm like, okay, now what's going on in the background?
Yeah.
In theory.
Mm-hmm.
In theory.
In practice, no. Do you always feel some sort of pressure when
I have people tell me that you put way too much on myself, because you know what it is? I keep having new ideas that I want to greenlight, and I'm like, I could conceivably do them, and I'm like, well, I have to get through this, and this. So yeah, I definitely put a lot of pressure on myself, but I think that's also because I really do believe in this project.
That's good.
It's just a matter of getting it to blow up, Yeah.
Well, these things take time, You kind of hope for this smash hit that it just happens, but it doesn't go that way. You need to produce product for years and be have some frequency and keep going and build momentum. And so, but your audience is growing, right?
Oh yeah.
So
And that's one of
do
the
you notice? Do you know there's a lot of difference from your first campaigns to the current one?
in terms of who's backing.
Yeah, with backers and with support.
In all honesty, I don't really know necessarily who's back. I'll recognize the occasional name, but I don't know how many. I know with Kickstarter, a lot of the people were new, which is why I assumed a lot of people were waiting to jump on FundMyComic. I think it's a mix of both. I can never tell. And I, but yeah, exactly, the momentum. But
Momentum. Welcome, Gordon.
welcome. I'm not always sure, but I also know there are people that will like fall off for a campaign or two and then go, oh, I missed it. I missed, let's say, issue 2 because it launched in January. I want to go back for 3. That always changes. Or, oh, I think I might want to do some digital this time. So I don't know. All I know is to keep pushing.
Well, you have the averages, right? So people drop off, but they come back also. So it's not always the same people, but the average of like books you sell or backers you get, or even people that talk about your books, right? At some point, you notice you're kind of part of a. So people know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
And I think one of the biggest enemies we have is we talk about our books more than anyone else, and that's the toughest part, is because everyone's going to say their book is good. So that's why I always I always feature quotes, and when people are saying good things about me, I'm always like, hey, can I get a quote from you? Whatever, because it means a lot. And if I like a project, I try and say something because I like to share what I'm passionate in. And you know how frustrating it is, Dave, to be a fan of yours, and people are like, what's Perfect 10? I'm like, Perfect 10? Like, because your book is one of my favorite books. I think maybe my favorite.
Well,
and I'm like, read it. I'm like, come on, the girl's hot. That's an easy selling point. The name is perfect. And then I was like, the story is so good. And I think that's one of the frustrating things about indie comics in general is keeping people on the train, because to the average person, you have to understand crowdfunding is such an inconvenient business model for people. You have to pay for shipping and all this. And the book will come out in a couple of months.
Yeah.
And then you get to do it again. And
sometimes you don't even get to the book. So it's
sometimes you don't care by the time it arrives, or sometimes you're too busy, or sometimes people have been scammed and the book takes way too long or doesn't come out. So I think that's a thing too. Whereas you go to your local comic shop, I could get a stack of books often for the price of a crowdfunded book. And the problem is, and this is why I think look, I'm not crazy about the current X-Men stuff. Phenomenova is meant to be a love letter to superheroes. I always say in an age of deconstruction, it's a reconstruction, right? But while there may be books I don't like, there often are ones I like. And when your whole business model that's why I'm careful about making it where it's, mainstream stuff. Because what if mainstream starts putting out really good stuff? Like I think it already is. Then what are you going to do? Just make up problems? Yeah. It's like, it's tough. And that's part of why I do conventions. I also enjoy it.
Oh yeah, that's important. You can't live well. Some people maybe can, but it's good to get out there, to get to meet people. Because people often back people. They support people. So and sometimes it doesn't matter much what kind of book you have, but they just like you and they like to support you. This happens. Welcome, Mr. Dan San from Argo Comics. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
He says, we'll check the campaign out more later, but liking that Per Burke cover.
Thank you. The original art is for sale too on I forgot to add it on FundMyComic, but if you want it and you're like, I don't want to do it on Kickstarter, I could tell you it's $500 for the original art, but
wow, that
is there. But yeah, Per, I killed it.
You got Per to do your cover, man. That's fantastic. That's really cool.
He did. I gave him because I think he's a great storyteller. And I've told him this. At first time I saw his art, I wasn't crazy about it, and it wasn't like the more I looked at it, and the more I looked at, and especially when I would read his his own stuff, like Earthbound, like the way he tells a story, the way he angles things, the way he builds his shots is just so creative and so genius, to be honest, that when it came time for him to do, I'm like, this is one of my most creative issues yet. I just give him my script and I'm like, what do you want to draw? And I'm thinking he'll do this, that, or what the other. And then he goes, this scene where they're grappling up, which I had never even thought of, because that'd make great cover. And like, that would make it great. That's an awesome pick. And then he goes above and beyond. He has the lasers shooting down. He's a genius. He is a genius.
That's really cool when they bring their own like creativity. Matthew Creek asks, how many people are on your mailing list? Do you know?
I think 718 last I checked.
Nice. That's nice, man. Per hypnotized you, says Gordon. He says, full disclosure, I am behind on a lot of reading, but I rather have the backlog than not. Right. Wow. All right. So if you look back on your previous comics right now, with you said you learned a lot with writing, right? So are there things you would do different if you could rewrite issue 1, issue 2? Are there things that you would change?
You know, I try not to go back in time. It's funny I say that because I have learned a lot, but I'm sure I probably would have because I do like issue 1 a lot, but I probably would have cut down on certain dialogue exchanges, maybe with the friend. But I do. Here's the thing: every time I read it, I like it. But I do think like current Vaughn. So that's why I say I try not to go back. But I do think current Vaughn might go, that's too many pages of dialogue. You know, especially from writing a 28-page script. I don't know though if there's anything I would change, because I'm not like regretful necessarily.
No, well, at some point it becomes the book, right? So it is what it is, and it's fine for what it is, correct? So and you build your story from that. So everything kind of stacks up to become one big story, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at it, and even though I'm like, wow, this is a lot of talking heads, I'm like, yeah, but I like it. I don't know necessarily that there is a lot I would change, to be honest. There's things I could say I would change, like maybe less mini prints.
Oh yeah, right.
That would have been easier on the wallet. Hey, maybe don't do stretch goals when you're still in the hole.
You want to wow your customers, and
maybe realize that they don't really care about getting prints of characters they know nothing about.
Right. Yeah.
Although they were thankful, but it's like, you know, so I mean, there's always certain things I can change. But at the end of the day, I'm very happy with what I did. And I think a lot of people are happy with what I did. And
I find it difficult sometimes to read my own. I don't do it often, read my own material. I do it when I am writing specific scenes that reflect on things that happened before, to make sure everything's correct, right? But to actually read my own comics, it's difficult because I don't have that distance, that you're kind of part of it. And sometimes it's like, I can't believe that I did this, you know?
See, I'll tell you the truth, Dave. I feel that way about older drafts, but honestly, about the books themselves, I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of what I've done. And there's someone that was like, yeah, it was a little slow in the beginning. I'm like, oh, I could see that. I think it gets better going forward. And I do, but I still like issue 1. You know, I still do. Yeah. Is there certain things I would change? Maybe. But I overall, the stuff that makes me like go ugh, is stuff that we'll never publish, you know?
Okay, that's good.
The same thing I felt with my stories too, my short stories. I was like, oh, I was expecting, I'm like, oh, am I not going to like it? And I go, sometimes if you go in with a blank mind, you find yourself enjoying it more. Or if you go in with a blank mind, you like it. Sort of what? Hold on. That was bad. And then you fix it and then you keep going.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel.
Mike asks, so Vaughn, did you like the 1996 chain reaction with Keanu Reeves?
I actually have not seen that or heard of it, to be honest.
All right. I have seen it, but I don't really remember much about it.
Yeah, I've never heard of this movie.
All right, so let us. So, which campaign would you like me to bring up? The FundMyComic campaign or the Kickstarter? It's your show.
Pull up the FundMyComic.
FundMyComic. All right, let's do that.
There is an extra, there is an extra cover on the Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only if you back all of the covers. So, for the sake of showing everything, I could just do the Kickstarter. No, you know what? FundMyComic. Let's do
whatever
FundMyComic.
you want. So this is the FundMyComic campaign for Phenomenova issue 3, Chain Reaction comic book. To be sure that people know what it is, it's a comic book. A superhero detective examines her team's failure to stop a nuclear reactor heist in order to catch the villains in the act. All right. Cool. You launched this 6 days ago.
I forgot. So maybe it is better to look at the Kickstarter because I have the trailer on there. Sorry, is that okay?
We can switch over to the Kickstarter.
Yeah, sorry about that. But FundMyComic, it's all the same stuff basically. I just Kickstarter. I have the trailer because my dumbass didn't put it on the FundMyComic.
Right. So basically, on the Kickstarter, you have one extra option that you don't have on FundMyComic as a backer, right?
Yes, and I will. But it was the 48-hour cover. Is if you back all 6 covers, you get the 48-hour cover as well. But
okay,
that's the only difference.
Okay, cool. So shall we watch the trailer? All right. There we go.
We call ourselves Phenomenova. Yesterday, the Stormbearers, a deadly group of mercenaries, took control of a nuclear reactor.
The Stormbearers?
Before we arrived on the scene, Galvanite, a superpowered teenage boy, attempted to stop them. He failed. His story ended there that day. Ours began shortly after. Today, I sift through the memories of that day. I will put the pieces together, and we will bring those responsible to justice.
Whoa. Phenomenova. Yeah, that's a nice cover.
Thank you.
Free trading cards.
Well, for day one,
Yeah.
backers. So unless you get $500 tier, that you cannot get that trading card. But if you do $500, I'm like, yeah, you get 5 of them. I don't care.
All right. Dan says chain reaction. That's my guy. That's what I expected. Write that down. Yes. So Mike wants you to see chain reaction.
All right.
Point Broken gets points for including Gary Busy at some red hot chili and some red hot chili peppers. All right. Well, you did great on Kickstarter. Really cool. Was this your first campaign on Kickstarter? Or have you
This
been-
was my third on Kickstarter, but my first time like doing my initial launch on there and using it as the primary.
All right, great. So this ran for 30 days.
30 days, yeah.
30 days. Look at that in 30 days. That's
Yeah,
great.
Very happy with that.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Let me zoom in a little bit so people can see it better. All right, let's a lot of look.
All
at
right,
this.
yeah. So maybe I should have done less blabbing before the pictures. Noted for future.
Well, you want to show off.
Yeah.
All these people love the book, right?
Yeah.
Then we have the cover by
Philip Cruz and Jesse Hagee. Same main cover crew has been the same across all 3 campaigns. They also did the interiors with the exception of issue 2. We had a different colorist, but otherwise same letterer, same penciler, inker, same colorist, except for issue 2 we switched the colorist.
That is cool. Yeah.
But issue 2 was still the same cover colorist, just different interior colors.
Oh yeah. Jesse Hagee colored some pinups for me.
He's amazing.
He's good. Yeah. I really
His style was
it.
different too, because I was wondering, I was like, why is it so long between the pages? And he was explaining to me that he's like, no, I flat like a ton in advance, and then you just get a massive batch. So I was like, oh, okay. I was just curious because it was,
Yeah.
I don't care as long as you just will deliver a batch. It'll be like nothing for a while, and then I'm like,
that happens. Yeah. Right. So these 4 characters right here. This is part of Phenomenova.
This is Phenomenova. That's the team.
They
That
are
is the
with
team.
4 members.
They are
For
with
now.
the 4 members right now. I'll throw a little bone here. There is one character that was a founding member that is not on the current roster who will show up down the line, but not till past issue 8. So we got some time, but it will be. Is it a retcon if it's pre-planned? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah. So but we do have the 4 characters right here. We have Estrella at the top, who we met in issue 2, and then the other 3 are brand new. That we have Vivacity, who is she has energy blasts, and she can absorb solar energy, convert it into energy blasts. She can also do laser eyes, and she can fly when in sunlight. Then we have Thermo, whose suit, he controls temperature. So when he's using heat, his suit glows red. When he uses cold, suit glows blue. In its neutral state, it glows purple. And then we have Thermo, who is the leader of the team, who is the son of a World War III general.
Wait, this was Thermo, right?
Thermo is the one with the fire.
Yeah, who's the front one?
Force.
Okay.
Force. So Force has force fields, like you could see. His signature moves is Force Punch, which basically means he makes a little force field around his hand, punches you, bounce off, and go flying. So he could use force fields in creative ways. He can only create them around himself, and he could expand like a couple feet if people get next to him, but he can't like make a force field around someone or something else.
All right. Cool. So
I always build limits into my characters.
So how does this work with creating characters? Do you first come up with the power? Or do you first come up with the name?
It depends.
What's your process there?
It depends. So for these characters, so I'll tell you this. So Force, Galvanite, well, his name wasn't Galvanite at the time. His name, Galvanite, originally, Dave, I had come up with his original character in 2nd grade named Lightning Lad. I thought it was totally original with lightning powers and super speed.
Of course.
And then that name ended up being taken, and coming up with an original lightning name was different. But so his I came up with the concept first. Force, I forget, but Force was one of the first characters I came up with. And it was kind of obvious. It was like, yeah, Force field, yeah, Force. So that was obvious. Then for some of the others, it does depend. Thermo, I remember, was actually the initial idea was my friend's, and then we kept building off of each other because my friend wanted to come up with he was being a jackass in high school, and he was trying to come up with a character that could beat all of my other characters. Cool. And he's like, well, he could control temperature. You could basically do anything. And he starts explaining it. And I was like, this is a cool character. And then I came up with the idea of that. And then I came up with the name Thermo. He liked it. And from there we built. So then Vivacity, I had come up with the abilities first. And then I remember I was trying to think and then to work out the details, but like she has energy blasts, whatever. And then I was looking up like names for words for energy. Thesauruses are a good friend of mine. And vivacity was where I was like, what does that mean? It's like a girl who's attractively animated is vivacious. Vivacity is the quality of being vivacious, right? And I was like, well, that's the character's personality. She's literally full of energy. I was like, that is like perfect name. So vivacity, that one I came up with. And then Estrella was originally Lady Justice. And then I was like, there are so many characters named Lady Justice. But I thought, yeah, but so that means I can do it. And then the next day, I go into a comic convention. I go to talk to a friend, and he's like, "This is my book. This is my character, Lady Justice." I'm like, "All right, I can't do this." So I look into So I look into like, all right, well, who's Lady Justice based on? Some of the goddesses, and there was like obviously the character is Italian, but I was like, well, there's the Greek roots, and Estrella was one of the goddesses that combined into Lady Justice. And I was like, Estrella is a cool name. I don't even care if the character is Greek, not Greek. I'm using Estrella. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I love that. Those creative processes. I love that, man. World War III. Oh, snap.
Yeah. So Phenomenova is set 20 years after World War III. And I would love to, once this is like, I can make this a regular series consistently, I would love to start the prequel series, Crusader Corps, which would be set showing the events of World War III.
Crusader Corps. Holy shit.
Crusader Corps is the team that fought in World War III.
Dave, Thunder and Lightning. Holy shit, Gordon knows about Thunder and Lightning. Versus Vaughn's Lightning Lad. Coming soon. Probably not, but yeah. Man, people know about this stuff. I would have named her Britannia.
She's not British.
Well, she's not Greek.
That's true.
Anything
but Italian. The name has to be anything but Italian. That's the rule. Because I could have gone with Justitia, which is but I'm like, that doesn't sound good to me, to be honest. Like, Justitia, we need you to do that.
What is this? What is this?
So that is that is a variant cover of Estrella. My buddy Bobby did the back covers, the grayscale back covers, so she's 1 and 2. And he's like, this time I want to do a front cover. And he just starts drawing it. And I was like, that's great. And then I'm like, well, make sure it ties into issue 3. Read the script. And then he wanted some details on her backstory. And I gave her some. So there's some stuff from Naples, like, because that's where she's from. And then mixed with some stuff from the reactor in issue 3 and the detectives that she's working with. So there's a lot of hints into the story. And we went back and forth. If you guys ever saw, I was looking for a colorist. And we ultimately decided to keep it black and white. We put a little filter over it. And we decided also to leave it as a virgin cover. So,
all right. Nice. And by the way, who did the voice in the trailer?
Yeah, so I should have put her name on the campaign. That's one of my regrets. The voice for the trailer was Stefania Sassano, who, fun fact, was one of the characters that Estrella was based on physical appearance-wise. So she does cosplay. She's known for cosplaying as Rogue, but she does some modeling and other stuff. She'll do a cosplay cover for issue 4, actually. But Steph, she's like a dark-skinned Italian girl. So when I give my colorist or my artist reference, I'd be like, have her resemble her to an extent. So,
all right, and then we have this.
So that is Vivacity. So she was one of the, she was one of the earliest characters that was designed, a personal favorite, and she was before I had found Philip Cruz. I was working with this artist. Her name at the time, Adriana Miller. Adriana Brown. Now she's gotten married, but she was doing some art, and she was doing great. And one of the earliest characters we came up with together was Vivacity. And she ended up stepping away for a bit. When she came back, we decided we wanted to use her original design. Philip loved it. I loved it. And the timing was great. I'm like, I want you to draw her for a cover for issue 3. And then she loved it. And she was like, I want to keep doing more. So the 48-hour cover was an alternate color scheme she proposed that we were like, let's use that for a limited cover. And then also on top of that, we had we were like, there's a mini print with her drawing the team. The back cover was a thumbnail that she had proposed for this that I said, hey, since Bobby's doing a front cover, let's have her do the back cover this time. She killed it on that. And she's doing so great. We're going to do Phenomenova Origins Vivacity at some point. Like I said, I can't give myself enough work, I guess. So we're going to do Phenomenova Origins Vivacity, and she would draw that.
Yeah, this is the thing with creativity. It
doesn't stop.
it brings new creativity, right? Once
Right.
it starts to flow, so she actually designed the character also,
Mhm.
the original artist, right?
Yes,
So
she
the
designed
other
it.
characters, are they designed by you, or are
Philip.
these different people?
Philip. Although I will say she did like early concepts for Force and Thermo, and we ended up using some elements of that, but they're really Philip's design for the final. Same goes to the Phoenix Senshi. We used some of her designs for the Phoenix Senshi. Like the Phoenix Senshi, the white hair streak and the scar over the eye, that was her.
All right. Cool.
So
cool,
I think
man.
I'm going to give her some creative credit for that. And then we have this one, the Stormbearers cover. Zach, my buddy Zach, I knew I wanted a villains cover, and then I was going to have a certain artist, but he couldn't make it the deadline. And so I had Zach come in here.
Right.
And he did amazing. Not only did he do all the villains I asked, but he went above and beyond. It was like, I'm doing some storytelling. I'm going to have one of the heroes being held. He added the caption. He was like, that logo box, make that bigger so you could see it more. He's what I like about Zach. And I'm working on another book with him.
Yeah.
I'm writing for him. So he did some art for me. I'm writing for him. He is a great storyteller from a visual standpoint. Listen, I happen heading right back into work after this. I've been working all day and I keep going, I haven't done enough work.
Yeah, it never stops.
Never stops.
So we know I know this second character, the big character in
Dark
black,
Cloud.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So the other characters, can you
All of these are
already
first
tell us a little bit
appearances.
about them?
Yeah, so those are the Stormbearers. So the Stormbearers consist of the main ones. There are some thugs with them too that we see on this heist. Consist of Dark Cloud. Then to his right we have Master Metalla. Master Metalla can manipulate metal when he touches it, so he can like change his armor around. He can, which is why when you see some stuff, his mouth will be closed, sometimes open. He could do that at will. He can. Like, let's say there's like a metal door. He could kind of mold it, make it open. He could turn it into a sword. He could do whatever when he touches metal. He can liquefy and reshape it to his will. Then we also have Army, who can clone himself. Army was, which is one of the most useful powers for any villain operation. Like, oh no, we need 10 guys. Uh-oh, we have too many guys. How do we fit in okay, he just shrunk them back in. All right, we're good. He's like super easy. And then Brute, another one of the most useful powers, super strength and invulnerability. I mean, that is, again, useful in like every scenario.
Yes.
And then we have Thunderclap. That is Dark Cloud's right-hand man, which is funny because even though I always tell the artist he's the right-hand man, I'm realizing he's always on the left side. Recomposition just happens to be that way. Oh, wait. I just realized, oh my God. Speaking of which, Dark Cloud is supposed to be left-handed, but he's holding the gun in his right. All right, whatever. Okay.
Oh no.
No!
Oh.
I just noticed that. That's a flaw. Anyway, not the end of the world.
Well, you can
myself.
You can take this cover, you can mirror it,
I could.
and then the right-hand guy is on the right side, and the gun is also in the right hand, right?
Shoot. It's too late. People paid for it.
Oh well.
That's why I actually had Pear change some stuff. But anyway, so then you have Thunderclap, who is his right-hand man, who's got like shock gauntlets. Like he could, like I'm talking sonic shock gauntlets, kind of like Shocker. But he can also strike with electricity. So a lot of loud noises from him. He is like he is the right-hand man. He's a bit of a bruiser, but he's smart too. And he and Dark Cloud have known each other for many years.
Cool. Villains are ambidextrous.
Mm-hmm.
Gordon says, I'm going to get Zach's cover. All right, cool.
Great.
That is cool. And Metallix, he looks like a prick.
He is. That's what I gave detailed personality descriptions too for the stuff. And like, because Metallic kind of has a sadistic streak to him.
Oh, they got Thermo. Oh no.
Yeah.
Cool, man. I like it when a cover tells a story as opposed to just characters just posing, you know?
Especially when it's a surprise. I told him the villains can be, I don't care what they're doing, just show them all, do a cool pose, and then he went above and beyond. And then we got this one too. This one Pear actually did mirror, if you notice his signature is backwards. So I didn't catch that on the. That's another thing, guys. You never catch everything if you're doing a million tasks.
Yeah. Well, it's easy fix with Photoshop.
Wait a minute, is he?
It's
No,
printed yet, right?
He's holding in the wrong. So, all right, that's the thing. So, Dark Cloud was holding on the left hand before, but I think he's holding the right hand again in this. Wow, he
I
was doing
think you
it
have to.
but
I think you have to change Dark Cloud's lore because of.
well, these
because
are
of-
covers in the interiors. Now I'm double checking. In the interiors, it should still be left-handed.
All right.
Yeah, in the interiors, it's still left. Okay, so we're good.
Oh, good. Let me see. This the back cover? Is that the back cover? Is
So that was it. The reason why I had pair reverse it was because the thing was on Thunderclap's wrong side. Oh wait, no, never mind. It still works because he's holding the chick with his dominant hand, so it works. Okay, but yeah,
Oh, man.
brain never turns off.
No, it's stressful. Stressful. And this, I think it says that this is the back cover, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah,
All right.
that is the back cover for that was
looks
a
like
thumbnail,
the,
and I was like, that's too depressing for them. I'm like, I've been waiting you to draw this character, have her be triumphant on your cover, and then this works as a back cover because we do cut back to Miles, and it's kind of like while we're seeing the reaction, that the stuff that went down at the reactor, we're cutting to Miles in the present with Hotline and Senshi, and they're going over her. So this is works from a story standpoint too. It's more somber note.
This is Miles, correct? Here.
Yeah, that's Miles.
Yeah. Okay.
I always like those Marvel style.
So what does the symbol mean on his
Phenomenova?
Okay, the other characters have that also on their.
No, so he is using a training uniform.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So he hasn't earned his. So that's his makeshift costume. Now he's in his training uniform, and eventually he'll earn his.
Love the colors here, man. Really nice.
Yeah, Jesse always just.
Yeah.
Kills.
Really cool. This fantastic page. Look at this. Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so they can see.
It looks like a Star Wars villain.
Yeah, people love Dark Cloud. And then you could see that's so she's looking at that memory, and we could see the past, the present, where now it's a crime scene.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, what inspired him to run out of that room and call for help? We don't know.
Cool. Really cool. So is she actually blind or
yes?
Or do the blind? Okay.
She's blind and deaf.
And deaf also.
Yes. So her
ability
ability
to maneuver through the world basically by constantly picking up on memories.
Yes, through memories and through absorbing information. So she can like hold an object. Like let's say she wants to learn to fight. Let's say she picks up like a sword. She can learn all the moves that have been done with the sword. You know.
The whole series is wrong. Cancel.
The only one that I found out was wrong would be the Zach cover, and I don't even mind because he could have. I've pulled things in my left hand, so I shouldn't have even mentioned that. I don't know.
Welcome, Marinus. Welcome, sir. Cosmonaut Comics, guys. Subscribe to Marinus' YouTube channel, Cosmonaut Comics, for daily comic book reviews. Can she speak? Asks Gordon.
Yes, she can. That was a fun one to write her speaking pattern because A, she was born in another country, and B, she just experiences reality through another way that we can't even think about it. So finding a speaking tone for her was interesting and it was fun. And then when it came to the trailer, the girl, because she could voice act, we were debating what kind of accent she could have because she could technically do any accent perfectly because she can absorb. And so we kind of decided ultimately on the British because, yeah, she's Italian. But like if you're in a private school or whatever, you can learn. And I was like, well, if she's European, maybe this is the American in me. But whenever I see European characters in the movie and they don't want it to actually, like Casablanca, they don't want them actually speaking that other language. You know, they'll just have them speak English. But, Schindler's List, better example. Everyone just speaks in an English accent in that movie because they're like, well, we don't actually want it to be a foreign film. So you kind of just accept that British equals Europe. So I think that was kind of the logic I used for her British accent.
Yeah, sure. So this is a double page splash?
Yes, that is a double page spread. And it is also a mini print because people really liked it. So if you want to add that as a mini print, you can go right ahead and do so.
Oh, cool. Nice, man. Nice. Creative team. Right. Really cool. This card is no longer available, and people can still get the previous books. Cool. So if people are new to this series, Look at this.
Yeah,
Really
that's
cool, man.
Irene's cover.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was from issue 1, and that was popular before Dark Cloud was even a thing. And I ordered a bunch. And I was like, oh, I had more left over than I thought. So I might put that on my web. I think I only have like 16 of those left. And I just sold one yesterday.
Oh,
at a
cool.
con.
Cool.
So those variant covers sell out fast, even at double price.
All right. I don't know what this is, but I want it.
That is the trading card that because we hit 12K on Kickstarter, regardless of which platform you back, if you get a physical tier, everyone gets trading card with that art.
Cool.
And again, that was Brett Barkley. So I pay attention to my fan art contest winners and often give them work. So.
Oh, this is so. Was this actually the fan art piece?
No, I
itself?
paid him to do it.
Okay.
I paid him to do 2 trading cards and also a character design that'll be in my anthology book.
Really nice. So this looks amazing. Really cool. And then we have this one.
That's if we hit 20K.
Okay.
By Michael Rushbrook.
Nice. All right. Some other stuff. Cool, man. Guys, the link to this campaign is below this stream. It's also pinned in the chat. So go check it out. Do you also offer like digitals?
Yeah. Digital rewards.
Cool.
Yeah, Brett's a guy who's always I'm gonna keep giving Brett work 100%.
Wait, let me zoom out a little bit. I think this is why this happened. Yeah, you see? Right. There we go. Yeah, cool. So you have the catch-up tier right here. For new readers, 3 books for $45. And here is the digital issue 3 for $5. That's nice. Cool. So you're working on this right now. How far into a production are you?
25 pages have been inked and 10 have been colored, with a bunch being flatted and colored right now. So we are like a quarter of the way, maybe quarter of the way through the colors, and more than halfway through the inks. And the art is set to be done. My deadline for my artist is November 1st. As long as everything else can be a quick turnaround, like getting into finishing up the lettering, getting into pre-press, all of that stuff, as long as that can be done within a couple of weeks, we should have it out before the end of the year. Awesome.
Fantastic. All right, guys, you can check out all these perks. All the books are $15. You have several variants. A lot of variants, man.
Yeah, I ended up just doing. I'm probably not going to do this many next time, but I ended up doing a lot for this campaign.
All right, and all covers for $90. The whole shebang. Look at that. People,
so that's the
people
only
like
way.
That.
That's the only way to get. At this point, if you didn't back from the first 48 hours, that's the only way to get that specific color. Is to do that tier on Kickstarter. Otherwise, everything is available regardless of platform.
Right.
And the more this makes, the faster we can move into issue 4.
Yeah, I know. I do know. Then we have the mini prints of the books plus the mini prints. Yeah, for $100. So how many prints are there?
There's 2 mini prints.
2. Okay. Catch up plus all issue 3 covers. That's a lot. There's a lot, guys. And if you're a retailer, you can get 5 copies of each issue for $130. Cool.
And there's multiple pieces of original art too. So
original art, that's fantastic. That's really cool. Yeah, I know, man. When you make this book, if possible, you would buy all the original art yourself, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm also want to make money. I want to make more books,
I know, man. It's some pieces I just kept, but others I had to sell, man, because you want to produce comics. It looks fantastic, Vaughn.
Thank you.
Cool. You did great here with the success. 326 backers. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So the fulfillment, you will be doing that yourself?
Yeah, that's the plan. No, actually, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. Critical Blast, same. Your guy is doing my fulfillment. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And like, share, subscribe over here. Exactly. Thank you, Pops, and welcome, John from John's Longbox. Welcome. All right, guys. The link to all of this is pinned in the chat or below. Go check it out. Go back something. Go share. If you, so tell other people about this campaign.
Mhm.
Is there a final thing we need to know, Vaughn, before we close this off?
I don't think so. I think that's basically everything.
We covered everything. All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Then let me move over to my own campaign, guys, because I have something
Check it
going
out.
on. Also, share this tab for now. This is the Perfection Collection plus Perfect 10 issue 6. So we are right now making issue 6 of this amazing series. I can't believe we made it to issue 6, guys. But as we are like closing this story, because issue 6 is the conclusion of this arc, we will also be putting together the trade paperback, which we call the Perfection Collection, and it will be printed and distributed through Critical Blast as trade paperback and hardcover. So we started launching on FundMyComic. I like to support FundMyComic. We will go on other platforms later on, but for now it's only available right here, right? So issue 6 has one cover. I didn't want to bother with multiple variants. I just wanted to focus on one cover, get this book made and make it easy for myself and for backers. So you can get this book, plus, if you like, the complete trade paperback or hardcover, and the same creative team. So Paul Rodriguez made the cover. Daniel colored it, as well as the interior art. Look at this, all done by Pau and Daniel. It's the same team from issue 1 through issue 5. I love this so much. This concludes all the threads that were going on, all the storylines, all the little character arcs. This the back cover. It's kind of a callback to the original cover from issue 1. We even brought in Roland Lamers, the colorist, from the cover from issue 1 to finish the book off with this final back cover. Look at this, really cool. And the Perfection Collection collects the first 6 issues. So here you have all the covers, but the variant covers will also be in the book. So the Perfection Collection will contain 192 pages. That's nuts. And this is the cover. Look at this. Pau made this phenomenal cover for the trade paperback. Daniel colored it, and we have a full color version, but we decided to use this filter that's also used in the story every time we have flashbacks. So what Daniel does, Daniel actually colors the pages, and then later on we apply the filter, so you see the colors shining through a little bit. It's a really cool effect. I really love it, and it makes 10 pop out of the page, So this is so cool. And the original art of this cover is still available. The original art of of issue 6 is sold. You can also get a personal commission from Pau. He will draw any character you want. You can use it for anything. You will get the original art plus a high-res scan. You can have it colored. You can use it for your own projects. And we are working on new trading cards and a bookmark. And that's all in the works. So this is on FundMyComic. The link is below, guys. All right. Wait. Remove. There we go. Vaughn.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much
for having me.
Yeah, man. You're always welcome. Congratulations with your success.
Thank you.
Heroes and villains in all timey color. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Chat, thank you so much for showing up, for being here, because without you, what's the point, right? So thank you. And if you like this conversation, give this stream a like. If you didn't like the conversation, give it a dislike, and I'm very sorry. I will be back next week with a brand new guest. So same time, same channels, multiple channels, guys. New guests. Hope to see you guys then. Thank you, and see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.